Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hoop Money here with another video for you guys today. Today we are going to be talking about Michael Burry's massive bet against Cathie Wood. Now, Michael Burry, Cathie Wood, they're both really big names here in the stock market. Michael Burry is famous for The Big Short, if you've seen that movie, or just betting against the housing market in 2008, and he secured upwards of $700 million for his investors at the time while the whole market was crashing, which was awesome for him. But ever since then, people have been paying attention to him closely, looking at every single move that he makes. And I have to admit, before you guys panic and think that everything's going to crash and burn, know that he makes mistakes too. He's human, and I'll even show you a bet that he made earlier this year that he was wrong about at the end of the video, so that you guys don't take all this and just start getting scared thinking it's all FUD, because it's not. I'm just here to inform you guys of the news, and this is some pretty big news. So without further ado, if you guys have any cryptocurrency like Ethereum or Bitcoin and you would like to earn interest on that money by doing absolutely nothing, you can sign up below using the links in the description or in the pinned comment section and sign up for BlockFi. It's an amazing website. Just transfer over your cryptocurrency and you'll start building interest, passive income on that crypto. And anyways, if you guys wanted to join my Discord server, the link's below in the description. So guys, all those links there for you guys to enjoy, and let's get right into the video. Alright, so here was the article from Bloomberg that was dropped about 2 hours ago at 11:54 a.m. And it was Michael Burry's of The Big Short. Always have to say of The Big Short because that's how people know him. Bets against Cathie Wood's ARKK. So ARKK is the flagship ARK portfolio, and Scion Asset Management has puts on the ETF shares. Burry's Scion Asset Management owned bearish put contracts against 235,000 shares, so 235,500 shares of the ARK Innovation ETF. At the end of the second quarter, according to a regulatory filing on Monday, the new position was valued at almost $31 million. So if we take a look at the ARKK portfolio, this form is reporting as of June 30th. So if we go over to around June 30th, we can get an estimate of when he exactly betted on it. So you guys can see on June 30th, ARK Innovation was sitting at $130 per share. Now it's at $117 per share. So he's likely made a little bit of money on this, but it didn't have to be exactly on June 30th. So you know that there's a peak right here around June 30th, but the reporting period was for all of the second quarter of 2021. So it could have ranged all the way from June 30th, 2021, all the way back to around April 1st, 2021. So he's pretty much shorted in the same exact range that we've seen this stock right now. So likely he's either close to around breaking even or around breaking even, or even made a little bit of money on this. The flagship exchange traded fund of Cathie Wood and her firm ARK Investment Management lured billions in the past year after her thematic tech-focused bets trounced the market in 2020. But Wood and ARK have struggled to maintain momentum amid concerns about lofty prices and accelerated inflation. And this is exactly what Michael Burry is betting on. He's betting on inflation. With inflation comes higher increased rates, comes decreased value tech stocks, because higher rates means it's harder to borrow money, and high growing tech stocks, they can't borrow money, they can't invest, and there's a whole mathematical formula behind it. But to explain it in easy terms for you guys, if inflation goes up, then interest rates will also have to go up to offset inflation, and then tech stocks will go down because of this. So it is a chain reaction, and this is not the first time that Michael Burry has bet on increasing inflation. Right here we have an example of Michael Burry's fund betting on the 20-year treasury bond, or TLT, that is the stock ticker for this. It was a very large bet at $171 million right here. He bought a lot of put options against 1,266,000 shares of TLT. Now, if we look at this, you guys can see that this is basically where TLT was trading at around March 31st. So it was at about $135 per share. Now you guys can see today TLT is trading at $149 per share. So Michael Burry basically made the bet that there's going to be increased inflation, hyperinflation, as he has said on Twitter before, and he assumed that would mean interest rates would go up. So when TLT goes up, that means interest rates are going down. If TLT is going down in price, that means interest rates are going up. Well, we see here that TLT has gone up in price, which means interest rates have actually been going down since he made that filing. So that right there is proof that this dude is not God. He does not know it all, and he can make bad bets. The bet against TLT was the largest holding in his portfolio at the time of that filing, and in result, he has actually lost money from that bet. There are also many other times where Michael Burry said that there's going to be a market crash, and he was wrong, and you guys can see this. 10 times Michael Burry's market crash predictions were wrong. Anyways, back into the original article, Burry has been warning about unsustainable valuations in the market for months. In June, he cautioned that retail investors could be getting drawn into the mother of all crashes by investing in cryptocurrencies and meme stocks. Burry has indirectly been betting against wood for quite some time with a big position against Tesla. In the first quarter, he had a bet against 800,000 shares of Tesla, and now that's up to 1,075,000 shares of Tesla that he's betting against. So while I do respect Michael Burry's opinion, and he does offer valuable credibility considering that he is a very intelligent person, the same statement always seems to hold true no matter how prudent of an investor you are, in that the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. So I'm not going to stop posting videos about stocks or cryptocurrencies just because Michael Burry thinks it's overvalued, because chances are it can continue to go up before it does come crashing down. And if it comes crashing down, we just don't know if that's going to happen because of things like the Fed backstopping stocks. There's a lot of positive catalysts in the market as well, so don't just look at this article and just be super scared. Maybe you do own a lot of ARKK. It doesn't mean that in the long term ARKK will not perform well. And also just know that investing in a market index or investing in ARKK or Cathie portfolio or some other ETF is a much safer bet on the market than trying to day trade it, trying to short the market. Most hedge funds do not become more profitable than the S&P 500. So take that into consideration. Michael Burry has not always won his bets. We even showed you guys an example of where he lost, and it's incredibly risky to bet against the stock market to begin with. So just because he had that one $700 or $700 million gain from betting against subprime mortgages doesn't mean every single bet he makes is going to be right. And again, the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. So no matter how many amazing points he makes that the market's going to crash and we're going to see hyperinflation, we could stay in this bull market for a lot longer. So I wouldn't let that deter you from investing. In the long run, if you just hold your assets for a very, very long time, it doesn't matter if there's a market crash, because 10, 15 years, 20 years down the road, these assets will likely be worth more than they are right now. And that's how you want to invest. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something today. Don't panic too much. This is not FUD. And yeah, that's about it. Peace.